Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to Blue Chip Prospect for another video slash podcast slash whatever this thing is. I'm not too sure. Yesterday, I was on Twitter and I saw a guy called NHL Draft Ranking who made a full 7 round mock draft for the Habs, and I really liked the idea. Didn't even know we could do it this way. So I kind of like the way it looked on FC Hockey, but I knew you could do it on Puckpedia too. But you have to pay, and I paid, and I still can't do it, and I still have ads. So there's no way I'm going to be showing ads on the screen while I'm doing a podcast or something like that. So we're going to keep it up on FC Hockey. The only problem that we'll see is that there are players like here. We're going to go for the ranking. We're going to go with consensus. And you will see that there's player that might fall to the Habs at number 16 or number 17. That just doesn't make sense. Like it could be a Red Merca, it could be a Brady Martin and something like that. And if those player falls to number 16, we are just not gonna cheese it, and we're not gonna pick them because it doesn't make sense. Like it's not realistic. The point of this is to keep things realistic. So throughout the whole mock draft, if some players are available and I judge that it is not realistic for them to be there, I will just not pick them and let another team get them. So I hope that makes sense. So we're going to start this right away. Ranking consensus draft here, number 2025. We're going to pick only for the Habs. Go next. We're going to do a full 7 round right here. Wow, let's go. So it's picking right away. Draft speed, what is that? Normal? We're going to keep it at normal, and we'll see later if we should keep it at normal or go faster. It really depends. So how did it go? It started with Matthew Schaefer at number 1, good thing. Michael Misa, Higgins to Chicago, which makes sense. I feel like it's a better pick than Anton Frandel, but it looks like they're going to go with Anton Frandel. McQueen, Smith, Lakovic. Pittsburgh end up with Carter Bear and Malcolm Spence at 11 and 12. Red America at number 13. Jake O'Brien, Justin Carbonneau. So, you see, right here, we have Brady Martin available for the Habs for pick 16. There is no way, no realistic world where Brady Martin, after the U18s and after everybody jumped him in their top 10, and even like there's rumors that Utah is interested in taking Brady Martin at number 4. There's no way we're going to pick him. Like it just doesn't make sense whatsoever. So first pick here, there's a couple of options we could go. We could go for a need, like a player like Logan Hansler here. We could go for a center. Braden Coots makes sense. Even Cameron Reed. Cameron Reed is not a draft for need. It's more like upside, I would say. I think Cameron Reed probably is a defenseman left on the board that has the most upside. Was Aitchison taken there? Because I don't see Aitchison anywhere. Aitchison. No, so Aitchison. Okay, Cation Aitchison is there. I'm not sure. Like I like Aitchison, but there's work to be done with Aitchison, so I don't think I will take him. I think since all the high upside players like Carbonneau, Lyndon Lakovic, Carter Bear, the 3 players that have a chance to fall to the Habs at number 16 are gone. And I'm not going to pick Brady Martin. I'm going to go with Logan Hansler at number 16. And we're going to follow this up with a center with Braden Coots. So is that the best draft possible for the Montreal Canadiens? Probably not. I think they would love for one of those players, either Carbonneau, Carter Bear, or Lyndon Lakovic, to fall to them so they can have a high upside type of player. Not that Braden Coots doesn't have upside. I think he can play on a second line in the NHL, but it's not a sure thing. Like it's very possible that he's also just a third line center. But at the same time, I think he would look great on a second line between players like Demidov and Michael Hage in a couple years from now. He's basically Captain Canada. He was really good at the U18s, was really good in WHL. Obviously played on a terrible team until until Red America got to Seattle. Not the best production out there, but I think it's pretty obvious that the skill level is pretty high. Really good hands, good skater, very competitive, good shot, good playmaker. Does a little bit of everything. I don't think he has like upside for high in the lineup, but I think it could be a second line center. So if you can get a second line center with Braden Coots, at 17, and then you get also a right shot defenseman that can really, really skate. That's suffocating in the defensive zone night after night. Well, actually, night after night, not exactly true. Like first half of the season was a little bit all over the place, but second half was like really assertive, very suffocating in the defensive zone. Could really make things work with his feet too, offensively and in transition. So both players have decent upside, just not very, very high upside. But they're both players that we need in the future. Like we need a Logan Hensler to play on our defensive core. We need a player like Brandon Coos probably to cover for the second center position, because Michael H could be a center, but he's very likely to be a winger too. So yeah, that's it. So now we are the next to pick. The second round has already been on its way, I guess. Let's see who was picked after us. I'm sure Brady Martin was taken pretty quickly after us. Colin Potter, Cole Rezhny. Cole Rezhny is a player that I kind of hesitated a little bit in my head because I like Cole Rezhny a lot. I think he was one of the best playmaker in the entire draft. It's just another like 5'10", 5'11" player. Doesn't have great feet. I think he will still be an NHL player. I think he will still be a serviceable center in the NHL. It's just I don't want to go for a 5'10" player. So got Butter, and you see Brady Martin fell all the way to 22, which like makes no sense whatsoever. But it is what it is. So yeah, that's the first round. So let's go to the second round, and we are picking at number 41. Which player is available here? William Moore was taken, Hish Wozniak, Milton Gastron, Riker Lee, Keishan Aitchison in the second round, Adam Benak at 39. Jesus. Oaxi Wang at number 40. All right, so who's there? There are players that have like decent like upside. Players like Nathan Bem is not my favorite type of player, so I don't know. I think here at 41, I'm still gonna go for a player with decent. How can I say that? Like decent upside. Like there could be a player like Jarovsky. Who else is there? Bob Kettles. No, Jack Nesbitt. Like, why is Jack Nesbitt Jeff 999? There are things that don't work at all. All right, so I think I'm gonna go with either Jarovsky, unless Jarovsky will be available later. Yeah, I think because we went with a right shot D, we don't need to go with a right shot D right away. So we're gonna go with Jack Nesbitt right here. So we have a big center, just like that. So who's being taken? Jarovsky was taken right after, so I thought I could have a chance to grab him at 49, but obviously it's not going to work. Nathan Bams at Limitov. All right, so was Nestrizel taken at any point? Let's go look here. Nelson Boumediene. I don't think Nestrizel was taken at any point in the draft. Am I going crazy or? No, he was not taken. So, all right. So we have to find Nestrizel, basically. That's the way I see it, which could become. Oh, he's right here. All right, cool. So at number 49, we're gonna grab Nestrizel. So I feel like already this is a good draft because we have Braden Coots, a player who can bring energy and skill. Probably could play on the second line. We have Logan Hensler, who's covering our right shot D, basically hole. If Mayu doesn't work, then we have another solid player there. Then we got Jack Nesbitt, who's a big 6'4" center who has power but also has skills. Like he's surprisingly, he has surprisingly soft skill, and he has like decent shot, good playmaking, good vision. He skates just okay. There's work to be done there, but it's still a guy that's 6'4" that has a lot of energy, a lot of power, can protect the puck along the board. Like ideal third line center, basically. So I know we already have players like Owen Beck and Oliver Kapanen, but I mean, if you can have one that's 6'4" instead of 6 foot, I mean, you do it. So, all right. So now it's our turn. We are in the third round. So I think we are going to be picking like a lot of time back to back because we have 3 picks here. Who was taken? There was Hamilton, Morin Novotny, Alex Wang. Bolton. Jacob Rombach. That's a good player. I don't think he will go in the third round. I think he'll go much higher than that. Bedkowski, big right shot defenseman with violence. All right, so let's take a look at what they have. First, Semyon Frolov is probably a good player to have here. Are we going to go for a goalie when we have Fowler? Maybe not now. I don't know if he's going to fall later in the draft. Is there Prokhorov? Like, if we go, can we? Yeah, we can search by name. So, Daniel Prokhorov. All right, so let's add a lot of power in the on the front. So there you go. So we have Prokhorov right here, and then we're going to be picking right away again. So now we have Nestrezil, Jack Nesbitt, and Daniel Prokhorov. That is great. That is really, really good. This is a fun thing. All right, so who can we try to get? Sean Barnhill would be a great pick here because he's a big right shot defenseman that has good wheels. Sean Barnhill right there. That is good. So and now we're picking again. All right. Let me go see in my list on my other computer so I can see a little bit who I could be aiming for. Or let's see here who they have. There's Matteo Nabar, Boelius, Osmanis, which is pretty good. Harry Nancy. All right, so we gotta find a player that's good value here, and they are all basically ranked by what? Like, there's no. I don't know what they're ranked by. Trenton Bennett. I want to find a good value player. So who could be good? Oh, Papanikis? Or maybe should we go with defense again? Let me look at my list. Yeah, I think Papanikis. Let's go see if they have Papanikis. Yeah, Hayden Papanikis. So another big center. I think he's 6'4" too. Does have skills too. That is good. That's looking like a good draft. A lot of players that I really like. A lot of players that have a lot of size, but we also got some upside in the first round. I would have liked to have a player like Jarovsky, which we did not get, but it's not the end of the world. We'll make up for it. But I mean, we're not gonna make up for that level of skill. But we got good players anyway. Anthony Alain-Samake is pretty good. All right, so now we have to find other players. So who can we look for? Boschan, Bresson, Bush, Cloutier, Cowan, Gabriel Degg. No, thank you. Maybe in the 7th, but not right now. Linus Funk. I don't hate Linus Funk. Linus Funk is a solid left shot defenseman. Is he a left shot? I think he is a left shot. I'm pretty sure. Thomas Gavas, Artem Gonchar, pretty good. Owen Griffin, pretty good too. There's some good options, but I'm trying to. Was Frolov taken finally? If I search for Frolov here. Yeah, Frolov was taken, so we can't have Frolov. Let me go see in my list. Zverchek, I like. I like Michael Zverchek. He's not a big guy though. And I'm trying to look for big guys. Was Trethaway taken? Probably. Trethaway was taken. Ekberg, maybe? Ekberg was taken. Aiden Lane, maybe. Aiden Lane would be good. Aiden Lane. Yeah. So we're gonna go with Aiden Lane, a player that has some skills, some potential, good shot, decent wheels, decent sizes, like 6'1" or something like that. So that's really, really not bad. I just want to see my pick now. If we go here. So just to recap, we have Coots at 17, Hensler at 16. We followed that up with Nesbitt at 41, Nestrezil at 49, Daniel Prokhorov at 79, which Is it possible? Did I cheese it? Maybe I did. Like I know some people are high on him, but I know there's plenty of people who aren't high on him at all too. Sean Barnhill, really like it at 81. Aiden Papanikis at 82. It's really good value too. And then Aiden Lane at 101. And now is it our turn? If we go back to all picks, we are in the fourth round. Yeah, we are in the fourth round. So who do we go now? I think it would probably be good to get a left shot D in there. So it was Funk. Funk is still there, probably. Linus Funk. Yeah, so we're going to go with Linus Funk. Boop, like that. That is good. So who's there? Axelson, Baldwin. A lot of players that I don't know at that point. Bosov. I didn't think about Bosov. Bosov is a pretty good player. Could have won there. I think next one we're gonna try to go with upside again, and I'm not sure if he was taken or not, but we're gonna go with Cooper Simpson if he's available. Let's see. Let's wait. Are we picking in the fifth round? I don't know if we're picking in the fifth round. So, all right. So let's look for it. Let's go. Cooper Simpson. Cooper Simpson. Oh, he's right there. So we're gonna take Cooper Simpson. Just like that. There you go. That's some good upside at number 145. All right. So now we are going into the sixth round. And I think we're going to try to go for a player like maybe Will Sharp, if he's available, obviously. So now it's is it our turn? No, it's not our turn yet. Go here. Let's wait. Is this done? Yeah. All right. So let's see if they have Will Sharp. Yeah, they have Will Sharp. There you go. Might not work at the NHL level, not sure, but I think he's a good player. He put a decent number in the like if we go see here, if we actually go on Elite Prospect, and we do Will Sharp, he had a pretty decent number if I remember well. Will Sharp, yeah, 28 points in 35 games with the Hurricanes and 16 and 31 with Kelowna Rockets. He's a guy that has decent size, 6'1", 194 pounds. So definitely a good pick here, I think, in the fifth or sixth round that I just picked him. Now we are in the seventh round. All right. There are a player like is Harry Nancy still there? If I go Nancy. No, Nancy's not there. If we do Shamar Moses, yeah, Shamar Moses is still there. So Shamar Moses, another player that has a good shot. Actually, very good shot. Not just a good shot, very good shot. Some potential to play up in the lineup, like obviously not first line or anything like that. You're not expecting that with a seventh round pick, but still a player that does have decent upside. So if we go with my pick, what does it look like? We have Logan Hensler, followed by Braden Coots, Jack Nesbitt, Vaclav Nestrazel, Daniel Prokhorov, Sean Barnhill, Aiden Papanikis, Aiden Lane, Linus Funk, Cooper Simpson, Will Sharp, and Shamar Moses. This is really great. That would be a great, that would be a great draft. If I compare with the draft of the guy that I was talking about, the guy that's NHL Draft ranking, he had there was Carter Bear. So obviously it started with Carter Bear and Radim Murtka. So both players were available to him, which obviously doesn't make a lot of sense, but it is what it is. Then he followed that up with Nestrazel at 41. We have Nestrazel about 49. Prokhorov at 49. We have Prokhorov about 79. It's pretty, it looks the same. He had Bedkowski and Rombach, so two big player. Bedkowski, very, very physical. Rombach has decent upside. I don't have any of them. He had Christian Epperson, which we don't have either. He has Sean Barnhill, which we have Sean Barnhill. He had Theo Staxelius, which we don't have, but we have Papanikis instead. Both are centers. But I mean, Theo Staxelius did play some center, but he also plays right wing. After that, you had Semyon Frolov, which it will never happen. There will never be Frolov like that far into the draft. He's going to be one of the first goalie to be to be taken. But yeah, doesn't matter. So he had it. We don't have it. We don't have a single goalie in there. We have Linus Funk. After that, he had Braden Gorzinski, and you have Brady Peddle too. So definitely a decent draft. I think he got better defense overall because of players like Bedkowski, Mertka, Rombach, and Barnhill. But I mean, Mertka is really not possible at number 17, so it doesn't really matter at that point. Uh, but yeah, I like the draft. I think it's really good. There's a lot of size. There's some upside in there. Like I said, I would have loved to have a player like Jarovsky taken in the second round with 49, but he wasn't available. But still, we have Vaclav Nestor, who's a 6'6" guy with some potential. Same thing for Nesbitt. Same thing with Prokhorov. So really, really good. Yeah, this was a little bit all over the place. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was an experiment. It's just I'm trying to find a few ideas to do before the draft. I might do another like mock draft, but for every team, not a 7 round, obviously, because that would be crazy. But yeah, hope you guys liked it. See you in the next one. Peace.